Hey guys, welcome to Performance Cars. So today I have another S2000 which is also in yellow, so very similar to my own one, but this has a lot of handling upgrades done to it. So we're going to take a quick look around and then we'll do that all important test drive. This is a pre-facelift S2000 with some facelift changes done to it. So we have the pre-facelift headlights, a facelift front bumper with the lower lip. LEDs have been installed below the front of the bumper. And if you look up in here, it has a spoon snorkel. So this is finished in the Honda's Indy Pearl. Tyres, he is running stock rims all round and 215/45 Bridgestone REO 50s at the front. Discs are slotted with VTEC XP8 pads, so these are quite aggressive for the road. And on the rear he's running slightly different tyres, which are Potenza S001s, which are found on the pre-facelift car but in the facelift width, so this is 245/40 17s. On the rear we also have a facelift rear bumper and just a small spoiler. As you can see, it's running dual spoon N1 tailpipes. This also has a decat, spoon ECU. Handling itself, this has the AST coilovers with white line anti-roll bars front and rear, spoon bushes all round and spoon bump steers with the compliance bushes. And in the rear trunk everything is standard apart from no spare wheel, because these have the remote reservoirs for the suspension, so that's the AST dampening control fitted on either side. So onto the interior, and we have a slightly different door card to my own. This has a built-in tweeter and an extra storage pouch down there. I think this is found on the later models of the S2000, so this has been changed sometime. We have the aluminium pedals, the floor mats, which is slightly different to my own. This is single piece on either side compared to my one, which has two pieces. Have the steering wheel, indicators on the right because it is a JDM. It's still running in kilometers, and it has that screen on the center console. But apart from that, this is more or less standard. A skunk tooth gear knob. You can just focus in on that. That bit has been sprayed yellow. It's not to my taste, but it has been done. And this used to house a drinks holder, but the owner has swapped it to house these 4 buttons. So we have the heated rear screen, the alarm, and front and rear fog lights. So no cup holders in here anymore. And he has also installed some heated seats, which at first I thought these were standard, but they have been done by the owner. So 2 storages back there, and we'll go have a look at the engine bay. So here's the engine bay. It is more or less standard with a few spoon goodies added to it. So it has a spoon front strut brace, a couple of spoon socks on the brake and clutch reservoir, a carbon Kevlar spoon cold air intake, to a spoon air filter which lives inside there. This also has a baffled sump and those tine bonnet dampers. So with all the mods, this is pushing out about just over 240 brake horsepower, so nothing dramatic. And you can see here that the bonnet is rubbing against this spoon snorkel. Look above the bonnet, you've got that same wear that matches down there. So let's go for a test drive. The VTEC is super loud in here. Just like many of the other Hondas that I've driven, this has nothing below VTEC. I'm going to drop it better down into second. We're waiting. There it is. The suspension in this is quite hard. but the dampening is much better than the body clubs on my S2000. They're both adjustable, but this one just seems so much more refined. This also has the distinctive hardtop rattle as well, so you can hear that rattling away as I'm driving along this country road. But I've come across this problem with most S2000s that I've sat in, and that's only when the hardtop's installed. The clutch, gearbox, the shifter, it all feels the same. Nothing's been changed here, so I don't expect that to be different anyways. This also has a spoon ECU installed, so yeah, it definitely feels like there's not a lot of power below VTEC, but it's been mapped to give all the power above VTEC. VTEC's still at about 5,800 there. And the exhaust note, it's definitely more quiet than the single exit one, but it still sounds lovely. The Carbotech XP8 pads on this car, well, this has been tracked quite a few times, hence why he's running such aggressive disc and pads. But they do squeak as well, so when you're at low speed or you're just applying the brakes, most of the time you can hear it squeaking away. Well, we just give the brakes a quick stamp on them, so we'll pick up a bit of speed. Here we go. They start really well, and that's not even applying some temperature into the brakes. These are stone cold, and I've just stamped on it and they work really well. The XP8 pads are expensive, but if you're doing track work, then I suppose you can justify the price for what you are getting. Having those body club adjustable front and rear ball joints with a great setup, as well as the spoon bushes and the coilovers, this car handles really well, and I can tell you that. My S2000, when I went on track at Bedford Autodrome, you can feel the tail coming out more or less every corner. But in this one feels replanted. You can definitely tell that something's been done to it. And I'm really looking forward to bringing this on track. Just have a listen to the VTEC again, it sounds amazing. Obviously nothing below VTEC, but above VTEC, hell breaks loose, so here we go. Had a bit of a jump there, that was quite scary. So this Honda S2000 weighs in at 1,193 kilograms, 2,630 pounds. So guys, this S2000 is so much more stable round corners compared to my one, and that's just on a B road. So this one should be pretty epic on track. I'm definitely looking forward to it, as I will be taking this one down to Silverstone pretty soon. Although saying that, this one does feel slower than my one. It has the spoon ECU, it has the air intake from spoon itself, but compared to the AEM V2 on my one, this one doesn't seem as responsive. So we'll see how this does during the acceleration test. But don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Take care, drive safely, and I'll see you guys soon. What's up guys, welcome to Performance Cars. So today I'm heading down to Colchester for the 621 Honda meet.